Now we're going to speak about unmet needs. So the reality is that, unfortunately, almost by default, no one has perfect parents. And often many of us are left with unmet needs. Now, if you're among the few who actually grew up with both parents in the household and maybe even a happy marriage, then that's wonderful and that's amazing. But even with that, there's always struggle in some form or another. There's always challenges that come in life and in marriage and in partnerships. But here's the thing. A lot of people grow up and they believe that their significant other is there to meet their unmet needs. So what ends up happening is that they want their significant other to give them love, to give them attention, to help fulfill that need of whatever it was that was unmet as a child. Maybe we didn't have proper parenting. Maybe we weren't told that we were loved enough. Maybe no one supported us. But the reality is that we can't expect that from another person. Now, significant others and other people in relationships with us will love us and will give us things to meet our needs, but we cannot place the demand upon them that they have to fulfill our unmet needs. Because really, we're responsible for meeting those needs ourselves. If we're not able to love ourselves fully, how are we supposed to be able to truly love another person? And how can we receive love from another person when we're not truly and fully loving ourselves to begin with? You see how that works? It is true that when we are able to experience love from another person, whether it be our parent or caregiver or a significant other, and if we haven't experienced that before, then we learn, this is what love feels like. This is what it feels like when I'm loved unconditionally, or when someone just supports me just because they do, just because they truly love me. But unfortunately, a significant other or someone you're in a relationship with isn't responsible for meeting all of your unmet needs. Now, they will meet some, like I said, by default, and that's wonderful. But you can't expect them to, and I think that's where a lot of problems are caused in relationships, because we always have very high expectations. We want this and we want that and we want the other, and we need this and we need that and we need the other. And we put all of these expectations on our partner or someone we're dating or our husband or our wife, but not realizing that we need to meet our own needs. We need to love ourselves enough, and we can't expect another person to fill us up. So interestingly enough, it said that any partner that you have, any spouse or significant other that you have, can actually only fulfill about 80% of your needs. So there's never going to be a perfect person. There really isn't. That's why it's so important for you to understand, and for me to understand, for us to really grasp that we can't expect another person to do that for us. We are responsible for doing that ourselves, just as we're responsible for our own healing. And that starts by digging deep, just as we're doing in this course. So the conclusion here, and what I really wanted to say, is don't put that responsibility on someone else, because it dooms the relationship. But work to meet your own needs. Then you will have an abundant inner life that you can share with someone equally, and you'll be happy to do so, instead of constantly searching for that other person to fulfill the need. And then when that person stops fulfilling that need, you have to jump to a new relationship because, that one didn't work out because they weren't giving me what I want. You see, we have to give ourselves what we really truly need, and we have to be happy within ourselves and love ourselves. And once we do this, then we are complete and whole all by ourselves. So when someone else comes into the picture, we're just really bringing two whole selves to the party, instead of two people with many, many unmet needs and therefore many expectations of the other person.